Alright, it's unboxing time. Hey guys, this is VlogWithAvroTF, and today is just going to be another Sonic Toys unboxing. Now, yes, I sometimes do collect most of the Sonic toys I've gotten. Recently, I was able to make some random purchases where I was able to find the Knuckles, Sonic, and even the 4-pack figure from Target, and the Sonic Prime, the original figures that I have not been getting from Walmart. So far, I already got the thumbnail of it already, but right now I'm just going to simply unbox one at a time. So I'm going to start with the Sonic Prime, which I have not been getting the first one for a while. So this box right there is just basically the Tails 9, we got Rusty Rose, Sonic in New York City, and this red Paradox Prism. And this one right there is just basically a pedestal for the Paradox Prism. This one on the back, the red Prism Shard, the Shard Base, Sonic, Rusty Rose, and Tails 9. They even got some extra features that they have, but those are only the 5 items that they have inside this box. However, one thing I noticed is that the box quality can be dependent in some cases, such as the painting of the characters itself and the mouth texture. But it shouldn't be too much to worry about. So just gonna simply go for an unboxing. Okay, use a razor blade just to cut the tape off and then simply open up like this. Okay, it's just pretty simple here, but taking them out might be difficult. So I'll take them out like this. Okay, apparently his tail somehow fell off here, but it is easily replaceable. But here it is. Alright, here it is. Those are the lightweight figures of all the New York City characters. This one right there is Tails 9, just already fixed him. This character is just pretty small here. The robotic Tails is just basically folded along with the real Tails inside. And here's his model itself. I am not sure how to explain as much here. The only difference is his face being happy, somewhat of a angrily happy smile. The texture is quite hard to see here because of its small figure as of now, but the back side and the bottom and even the front and everything. Overall, just nothing else to say about this figure here. Just not sure what else to compare. Okay, apparently I do have something that I can compare. In fact, this one, which is what I got from GameStop, is just the Angel's Voyage. Kind of don't remember as much from my previous unboxing since my last video, if you'd like to check it out. But I stored all these inside of the bin itself, so I'm just gonna simply open up. Okay, this took me quite a while to open and unpack them from the ship itself. So yeah, this is Sales Tails that I did from my previous unboxing. The other one right there is Manji Tails, and this one right there is Tails 9, which is what I already unboxed. So yeah, look at these comparisons here. Kind of hard to see at the moment because of the autofocus issue. It's Tails 9, Manji Tails, and Sales Tails. Expressions look different here. This is my favorite expression. I love the Manji Tails and the Tails 9. But yeah, it's just basically identical except different appearances, much like what I've seen from Sonic Prime. And overall, that's just a basic comparison of these two, or three actually. So far, it's drastically different. Now to set this one aside here. Next one is Rusty Rose. And that's her, just basic robotic detail of her, except it's the coloring itself. It's just slightly darker like in the New York City events here. Overall, like other figures, it's just quite hard to see because of the small figures. But overall, just nothing much to say here. It's just basically all the detail is just mostly correct. And the expression itself. Look at Rusty Rose's eyes. pretty much neutral expression. Okay, don't have anything else to say here. Next one, just the New York version of Sonic the Hedgehog. And like before, he's just basically the same except for the gloves and the shoes with different details. The regulator is noticeably visible here from the back side, and the shoes all look to have good detail. In other words, good detail. Yeah, sometimes I get words off. Okay, just basically the basic expression of Sonic himself. In fact, I do got other variants of Sonic. Alright, here are all the variants. This one right there is the New York City. The one in the middle, also the same expression, is from the Boss Cage Maze. And this one, for whatever reason, this one is the No Place Sonic here. The only drastic difference is that while the two versions are just basic colors, the one is just basically super dark. His fur color is just darker blue, unlike other characters. Notice the difference here? It's just basically a noticeable difference. Alright, so yeah, that's just basically it for these figures here. Nothing much to say here. Okay, here's the last one. So, the Paradox Shard stand along with the red Paradox Shard itself. So yeah, just basic crystal styled Paradox Shard that comes from the original Sonic Prime series, just the one that Sonic first obtains. Well, nothing much. And the stand right there can be used to just insert any shard onto the stand itself. So as of now, the Paradox Prism is just currently incomplete. And in fact, I do have other types. So only the three shown right there during this first season of the New York City, the Boss Cage Maze, and the No Place. In fact, the two other Paradox Shards are just basically missing here because they have not developed those figures yet. And when they do, they should have a complete Paradox set. But overall, I'm not sure I'm able to complete the whole piece since it's just basically random. Okay, I just realized there's some slight damage to the red Paradox because I was inserting it too hard here. Okay, apparently I was able to complete the whole set here. Well, only two are missing unless if I find the figures online. So I would have almost completed the set here, but I'm not sure how they will develop new Sonic Prime figures for the small collection. But overall, I'm just gonna wait on that and then keep it as is for now. But yeah, I guess they fit pretty much perfectly just fine here. Once I have the full set, then it just becomes a complete collection. So it basically becomes a Paradox Prism. Okay, just gonna leave this aside here, but just trying to move things out of the way and focus on the Sonic 3 figures. Okay, I just take it back. I just looked up Amazon and apparently they do have the figure here. Unfortunately, it's only available exclusively online, so that means I would have to purchase one at some point. Yeah, I know it's getting pretty late here, but here it comes. Next one is basically Knuckles activating the Flames of Disaster. Yes, I've seen the Knuckles TV show and also the DVD version of it. But here it comes. So this is the box itself of Knuckles with flaming fists. And the back side is just basically what the description says. Knuckles is one tough echidna with no time for small talks. Protect the Master Emerald regardless. And here are all the back sides. You can even collect the Supersonic or the Super Saddle figures. But overall, let's just basically unbox this here. Well, that did some damage to the box itself. Just gonna have to later keep it at some case. Now, time to get him out. Yeah, this character is really difficult to unbox, even though there's no strings for it. So basically, It's a variant of Knuckles himself, but with the flaming fists, also known as the Flames of Disaster. So, you can pose him like this. Okay, I guess I can't really give him a unique pose since I don't have anything to give a stand. Oh, actually, I think I have one. Let's just use this stand as a reference. And here it is. So he's just a bit too heavy here. Very hard to balance. Everything is the same as what I did in my previous unboxing video, except the only difference is the Flames of Disaster effect. So if I give him a different pose, he is not the easiest to make him stand straight like this. Yeah, I can't do it for some reason. Okay, how do I do it? Yeah, even if he's like this, yeah. What kind of physics does he have? Okay, that's a close enough, but the pose looks super awkward. So yeah, the texture for Knuckles is the same like other previous ones, and I accidentally dropped it and my camera just moved a bit. Okay, now, to get him upright, it's just not the easiest. Okay, break. Okay, there we go. So, not the easiest figure, as I said here, but if I get the right posture, it'll look just like that. So, of course, that's just Knuckles with the Flames of Disaster as well. And gloves are just very hard to see from the inside as well. So, let's just step this aside. Okay, going for Sonic, he's just very hard for me to reach. And there you go. Yeah, that's why this foldable stool should help me do unboxing videos. So that's the box itself. The only major difference is the Master Emerald that's just literally right next to him. And the back side right there also contains the recommended figures. Okay, there's only one difference here. The Gerald Robotnik is the most difficult figure to find. Just not seen in any other places. But overall, here's what about the box. Take that out of the sight. Alright, get Sonic out of here. Okay, not bad. So this is Sonic himself, and just only difference is his facial expression and just basically the movements here as well. Even the bottoms and the back side looks the same. Just only this quill right there, similar to what other features that Sonic has. So basically, this is Sonic himself. That's the Sonic Movie 3. I just did a recent unboxing video if you want to check it out, just from a while back. Alright, I guess that's Sonic. His head also turns, the joints of all the parts here. Let's see how he's able to stand. The ankles can also move. And yeah, he can stand like that. Alright, new feature. Not the Chaos Emerald, it is actually the Master Emerald. That's literally just a size that's small like that. So yeah, I wish I... Yeah, don't think he can carry this. So that's just basically the Master Emerald that looks like this. Can be slide around upside down pretty much in a weird way. And yeah, that's basically what the Master Emerald looks like. I wonder if I can technically use Chaos Control with the Master Emerald, but no theory suggests that the Master Emerald could produce Chaos Control. The only thing I know about Sonic Adventure 2 battle is that the Master Emerald can technically stop the Chaos Emeralds. Alright, enough of that talk here, and yep, that's Sonic himself. And just gonna put this aside. Final item. Now just move the stool away and then grab the very last item that I'm having a hard time trying to reach. So yeah, this one is particularly the most expensive I've ever purchased because it's just basically a 4-in-1 collectible figure, which is a reasonable price. Each figure normally costs like $15, but this one is like around $5.99. But it's a fair price that I gotten. So, only difference, all the 4 characters from Sonic Movie 3 here, which includes Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow. Very slight difference to the figures itself here as well. And the back side does include what the box looks like. So, Knuckles, Sonic, Shadow, and Tails. And facial expressions are different. And the sideways of it too. Remove for try me. Cannot be done. Okay. That means I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Just unbox it. Yeah, I just unboxed it off screen here. Looks like a looks like a background scene here, but they do got some removal to take off. Have my trusty razor blade here and just cut off some of the parts itself. Let me do this off camera since it's going to take a while for me as well as filling up my storage. Okay, as far as I know, this is one of the most difficult unboxing figures I've ever did so far. Besides that, it does actually come with the manual itself, which I've never seen before. The only drastic difference that gotta put in these small batteries here, which already comes preloaded, and you'll need a screwdriver for that. And this is the manual itself. Alright, put the manual aside here. And now to get into these main figures. A little hard to unbox, and they're roughly the same size as before. So, here it is. Oh yeah, I forgot. Need to grab the stool and then place them like this. Yeah, barely fits here. So going for Sonic here, basically he has one major difference: the glow effect for Sonic himself, which it glows on the back side, along with his eyes, the quills on his back. Every time I press him, he glows like this. This one right there, I should be able to use it as some type of like a special stand that I can use for my gaming desk, as well as these other characters. But overall, this is just a unique figure of Sonic himself. His facial expression is great, the details also match. His movement right there also moves like that. And even the feet and the legs. This one, to change out the batteries, where you have to change out like this. Just need a screwdriver and then swap the batteries out. If it runs out, then you can simply replace it. Head turns around, but fairly limited. So that's Sonic itself. Alright, let's see how he stands. Yeah, can sometimes accidentally press him too. Okay, he looks super amazing. Okay, set him aside. He stands pretty well. Alright, before we get into Shadow, we'll have to go into these two characters. So, Tails right there. Drastic difference with the fur itself. Very slightly rough. And the tail is pretty much super movable, except not in a certain way. It's just basically how they design it like that. So, if I were to give him a pretty unique pose for him, yeah. So his facial expression is completely different, unlike any other figures of Sonic Movie 3 himself. So just basically more serious oriented Tails. And he has trouble doing the balance here. Well, besides the tail is the easiest, The leg movements are drastically limited here. It's just not as much to move his legs around. So yeah, that's the specific position of him. Unless if I were to adjust it in a way to where he stands something like this. Yeah. Pretty limited movement, just unlike any other characters. His legs and knees bend significantly. So he's unable to stand as much straight. Yeah, just not pretty much to look into. So yeah, that's Tails himself. Knuckles. Okay, pretty much somewhat an okay movement for him. And his gloves also move, and there's a huge gap inside the insides itself here. Not sure what it's called. And just gonna simply give it a posture. So same as other figures here, just compare it to the other ones here. So pretty much identical facial expression here. This one, you can give it the Flames of Disaster effect from my previous unboxing, just as of today. And the other one right there is just basically the standard version of Knuckles. Kind of somewhat difficult to try to move around. Yeah. Okay, he is also not the easiest to balance. Trying to make him stand up like this. Okay, I think I got him. So that's Knuckles himself. Texture is the same as other figures. And now, the final figure. Shadow. Yeah, he starts off with a pose like this from the unboxing, but pressing his chest fur also causes Shadow to glow. So he turns his head like that. He moves his arms and hands, and the legs and feet as well. So, and the air shoes, pretty detailed design that they've gotten so far, and his head here does move a lot. And the only way to change out his batteries by using his screws, much like Sonic. And the backside is incredibly detailed. Look at his quills here. Yeah. And yeah. Shadow. All the details are the same and pretty much match what the movie has here. I don't know why it's so dark here, because my light is just pointing to the wrong section, and here it is. Pretty much the lighting effect. If I were to turn off the light itself, this is what it looks like for Sonic and Shadow. So turn off the lights and then activate them both. Okay, activates only once here, but that's the glow effect. The blue one is the brightest than the red one so far, so that's what it looks like. Now turning the lights back on. So of course, those are all the last figures here. In the future I may get more figures to unbox at some cases, but overall, that's basically it. Okay, I think those are all the figures that I unboxed so far. Yeah, some of the characters don't really balance pretty well because I'm just super lazy just to reorganize all the stuff. And yeah, I know those are the 3 pieces that I've put together for the Paradox Prison for the Sonic Prime unboxing figures. But overall, I guess that's basically it. If you guys do enjoy my unboxing video, please consider subscribing to my channel. You can also follow me on other social media platforms in my About page. This is Vlog with AvroTF, signing out.